back to the Virginia Midland HO layout. Back for, I guess, about the middle of February here on this Monday afternoon. Just got home from work. Just wanted to try to get a quick video in here. Not too long, just to show what's been going on the layout. And I know I haven't updated in, I guess, probably since beginning of December. So just want to get something out for 2018 to show you what I've been working on. Not a whole lot been happening in your last couple weeks. And just, you know how life is, just starts getting really something going on every day. The kids got basketball games and practices and something to do now. Just always something. You know, some days I just don't feel like coming in here, and I really haven't had time to really come in here. I'd want to come in, so this is kind of a way to get me back into the mood. So I was like, all right, on the way home I said, all right, let's pop out a video today to show you what's been going on. And of course I come in here and my room is a little messy here. I had a train show the weekend before last. I was gone for 4 days and just actually gone for 3 days. Helped set up Friday up at the Timonium Great Scale Model Train Show. Great show if you've never attended. I know it's the weekend after the big Springfield, Massachusetts Amherst show up there, but in the Mid-Atlantic region, this is still the biggest show around. So we probably had close to almost 900 tables. A lot of people through the doors on Saturday. Sunday was kind of slower because of the weather and, of course, the Super Bowl, but it was a great time. I found some great deals, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But main thing I wanted to get you going on here is my new industry down here on the lower level. I know you can't really see. You can see part of it down there on the lower level. So I'm going to go over that. This is my new OSB plant, and I probably got to check my notes because I can't remember what OSB means. But it's OSB plant is where they make particle wood. You know, particle wood they use in lots of different things, roofing, any kind of the building materials. So that's what kind of plant it is. So it's going to take in, going to generate a little bit of traffic in and out. So I'm looking forward to that. I have to give a shout out to my buddy Greg McCombus. I think I said your name wrong. Just Greg M. With the Michigan Interstate. He kind of pushed me in that direction. I was looking for something to kind of do with wood chips and everything. So it's actually going to, instead of load wood chips, we're going to bring wood chips into the plant. Of course, that's used. We're going to have tank cars, and then, of course, finished products be shipped out on box cars. So let's stop here for a second. I'll adjust my camera, get down here, and show you what's going on. So just hang tight. Alright, here we are down on the lower level. Here's the main line crossing the creek here that I've got to redo. Alright, just stand in for right now. Get this shell out of the way. As you can see, my tank cars. Alright, so it branches off and goes to my new OSB plant. Like I said, I can't remember what OSB stands for. Particle wood plant. Alright, as you can see, it's a pretty good sized plant. Pretty much is probably 1, 2, maybe pushing 5 feet long. Alright, but of course, you can see how wide it is right here. Only about 1 inch wide. But actually, I need to trim that down because I've seen that this was the last thing I did when I came through here. Cars are really close to the building here, so I'm going to have to trim the bracing back a little bit and push it away at least 1/4 inch or so. That will help me. Alright, let's slide on down and get a little better thing going on here. This is the tank cars. Let me throw the switch here. Tank cars, this is where the resin comes in. Of course, the resin is where the glues and stuff that keep the particle wood together. So there'll be an unloading place here, and it'll be an overhead. Whoa, come back here. Man, my thing is not. Oh, I guess I need to tighten that up then. There we go. We're not moving so much. So the tank cars will unload resin, and they will probably do an overhead, not only on 2 unloading platforms, which is perfect, and then some overhead pipes and stuff that will go into the plant here. All right, let's back these out here. As you can see, we have the boxcar loading shed here, so they'll be going inside, and that'll hold approximately 2 boxcars. All right, and then the other part is, if I could pull this train down here, are my wood chip hoppers. All right, so let's slide even down even farther. All right, you can see I've got a rear entrance. I'm probably going to put a door there and actually have that track come out a little bit farther and just see where, I don't know, I might put a trackmobile or something there if I have one. Just probably need a dummy one, but anyways. Right here is where the dumper will be. All right, so your tank cars, your wood chip hoppers will come here and unload. And somehow, I've got a model, going to have a little elevator that will somehow go up into a little thing above here. So it'll be in an elevator, a conveyor belt that will go up to the top there. So this is my OSB plant. You can see this is the end of the line. I still got to put some backing behind there, but kind of see it's a pretty good looking building, pretty good looking industry. I'm not going to leave it white. This is just styrene and stuff that I used, and the main building that I used is the Walther's. Let's see if I can find it here. The main building I used was part of the ethanol, corn unloading, and storage shed. So you take these buildings and you chop them in half, and it makes twice the building, and that's exactly what I did. The unloading, or the boxcar loading bin, I found some styrene. They already had lines and everything, so it kind of matched a typical siding of the building that was already there, and I cut it properly with some X-Acto knives, and boom, there it is. So that is my lower level. So let's hit you on some of the big deals that I found at the train show. All right, well, let's first talk about my impulse buy here. No, I didn't spend $500 on a brass engine. Finally picked up one of Spring Mills Depot's can stock cars. Always thought these are just awesome, and of course it has a Chessie logo. It's in Chessie instead of the B&O. If you don't know anything about can stock, the doors are kind of located kind of in a weird spot, so they could drive a forklift and it could load more into the box car. All right, and actually, if you look at the roof, it's got a transparent roof hatch here, so you could actually see in the back of the boxcar because of the longness here. You couldn't see, plus a dark boxcar, you can't really see up there. All right, and there's no lights in boxcars. So these run for about $49, but I was like, man, I gotta get one. I just thought it was a neat car. But Spring Mills Depot's got a lot of nice cars. A lot of them sell out really quickly. So if you're not, like I believe their I-Series cabooses, the Chessie ones went like wildfire. All right, so if you interested, they still have plenty of those. So if you're gonna get one, check them out, Spring Mills Depot. A couple other things I've been working on here. I'll get to my other deals here in a second. Here's a depot for down here at the lower level, just across the river. It actually is going to look like this. Yeah, I know it's a Minneapolis and St. Louis railroad, but depot's a depot. I'm not painting that ugly green, but this will be right over here. And nothing but like depots on your line, even if they're abandoned and not used anymore. They're really, really a neat thing. as you can see, if you've never put a wood kit together, you know, I talked to a lot of modelers at the show. They've never done a wood kit. I've done a few of them. This right here, they go together. Like if you put a puzzle together, you can put a daggone wood kit together. Yeah, I know I haven't done the windows and stuff like that. I did do the bay window here, or sort of kind of. But this all right here, probably less than an hour of work. I did the roof already. Got a tar paper roof. Look at that. It's so easy. All right, 10 times better than plastic. If you struggle on plastic structures like me, wood kits are nice. And this company is Mountaineer Precision Products. These guys went out of business, but probably more than 10 years ago, probably about 05. So yeah, I think you think of 2005, you think about that, it was like a couple years ago. No, that's more than 10 years ago. That's just how I think. These guys make some great kits, so when I find these, I pick them up. I've got a bunch of their barn kits and stuff. So I've got a couple more I'm going to put on the layout. It's not like this, but I've got a couple other railroad builders I'm going to put on the layout. What else? Oh. Alright. I guess I need to probably take this out of the box here. Well, you know what? I'll leave it like this. Alright, I found going way back. I know it's upside down, but actually engine's right side up, but the box is Atlas yellow box. Alright. I actually bought it for the drive because if you can see the locomotive inside, which you probably can't, well, yes you can. I'll do a little bit better. Alright, if you can look at that, alright, you probably can't see. Yeah, looks like a shell or something like that. No, it's actually a RS3 DeWitt. And if you know what a RS3 DeWitt is, these were made by Conrail, and what they did, they took an RS3 shell, and then they put a 567 from an E8 in them. So, since I'm turning into an alcoholic, I was like, man, holy crap. These are by, I know the infamous Big Dogs. He makes them. Nobody else does. So, boom. I'm going to eventually do that. I want to get a chop nose RS3. That's my next purchase. So, it was an Erie Lackawanna shell, but I don't need that. And then I lost both of the end things. And I was looking at eBay last night, and there were some hand railings on there, RS3 hand railings. They went for like $40. I was like, holy smokes. So I'll probably find a better source of that. So, all right, deal of the train show. I was walking around on Sunday. Everybody was putting stuff away early afternoon because icy and stuff like that. So I was walking around and I saw this box. Yeah, I know it's nothing in it right now. All right. But MTH. And so I saw the box and it had a locomotive in it. All right. GP35. All right. Erie Lackawanna. Have $50 on it. Now, I'm thinking, all right, that's a great, this is actually a newer locomotive, all right, for $50, that's a great deal. All right, so, I'm thinking, all right, let's go look at it closely. So I pick up the end of the box, and I look, and it says, Paragon 3 sound. And I'm like, all right, that's at least $100 and some dollars. All right, $50 on it. So I looked at it and I was like, oh boy. So I offered him $40 and he was packing up and he was like, yeah, sure. So $40 for this, and I haven't gotten into the gist of it, but man, this sounds pretty daggone good. And I believe it's got some weird couplers on it, and I believe they might uncouple by themselves somehow. So I really haven't dove really hard into that locomotive or anything, but it's got marker lights. The sound's great. It was brand freaking new in the box for $40. Holy crap. Sometimes I resell some things like that. I don't know if I'm going to resell it. It looks nice. I always had a little thing for Erie. And one of my first locomotives when I first started modeling was an Erie Lackawanna. And this is great looking detail on this 35s. So that is a nice looking locomotive. So I've got to figure out what to do with this guy. Too much nice detail. Sounds too good. I'm looking at these couplers, and yeah, I think they do somehow. So I've got to get the instruction booklet off of online and go to town with it. So anyways, all right. Well, I don't want to stretch this video out too long because if you're like me, when I see 20-minute videos, that's a turn off. So, I don't know how much time I've got put into it. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish up. So, here's my February update. Get ready to see January. God, it's February and it's already the 12th of February. So, if you can believe that. So, 12th of February update for the Virginia Midland HO layout. So, you guys make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that. Check out my blog. And just get to modeling because before you know it, it's going to be springtime. You're going to be cutting grass and you're not going to be able to do as much modeling. All right. My problem is I need to be able to focus a little bit more. So I don't know if I can figure out something to fix that. I get distracted very easily, even when I come in here and I think of something, I want to go do something else. It's just, I don't know. Must be getting old or I don't know. So I'm going to figure something out, make a bigger effort to start getting some stuff done because this is my relaxation and you're getting away from everything. So getting away from work, a little bit of everything. So, and I think everybody does that. They enjoy this hobby because there's so many aspects. So, all right, you guys take it easy. Have a good rest of your February. Get some modeling done and enjoy this great hobby.